First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set up, 50, plant.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go! Hey, Charlie!
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check.
2nd and 6. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go! Hey, exit! Now!
He'll drop to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Come on, set! 60 or.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Westbrook. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now Gordon on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some strong running. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally taken down at the 34. A big pickup of 38. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
Watch 54, watch 54.
Don't let him breathe.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, and it's Hill again. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Monday.
Stafford now to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
22.
Stafford on third down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's Stafford. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Stafford, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
On second down, Johnson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Rashawn Evans on the tackle. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's when they got on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Fielded at the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He finds Corey Davis, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Zipper. Corey. Hey, they're scared. Mike's 40. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Back-to-back nice plays for Tennessee. Another 1st down for the Titans.
It's a gain of 20. And the Titans 1st down.
Down. 60 outlaw. You better be fighting me. You better.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it here with Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come on, 0, X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, it's Hill. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set, lady.
59.
Hey, tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Duke Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for two. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming for you.
They'll set up to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready. 10 over.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He gets away from one. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Alert! Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. I got one.
Stafford on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Powers through. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Sam off. Fight.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, 5-0.
To throw is Stafford. James has got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
37-yard line.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
38-yard line.
Hey, lady.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing again is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Cohen. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Six-man.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
36. Omaha, ready to move.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just
trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third and 4.
Set. 280.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Record.
Light.
From the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
All day.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on second down, Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Melvin Gordon, 66 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Let's go. 8, read.
51 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
2.
On first down, Gordon. A gain of 3, second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Off the toss, Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Oh, you got D?
Go, go.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The throw taken in by Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a two-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Back to throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, the 20, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Titans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a little today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't
slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own this.